Okay guys, today we are going over Bleak Falls Barrow. If you don't know, Bleak Falls Barrow is the first, or one of the first missions you get when you start up Skyrim. Essentially, you fight off the dragon and you escape Helgen, and you are sent to go retrieve a golden claw and a stone tablet. On the way to Bleak Falls Barrow, we notice a tower though. You see two enemies right outside. They don't look like much. I mean, they're your disposable units designed to stop heroes from getting through, essentially. But I have a feeling there's a third one in there somewhere. I mean, there's always that third one hiding. But they aren't terribly wealthy. Who knows, there might be some stuff hiding in there. But we shall see. Like right off the bat, nothing really special. So now we are going to go in. Right off to your left you see a coin purse. I don't know how much is in it, sadly. And there's nothing, such a little lookout window right in front of you. Another empty corridor, possibly no lookout point, and a set of stairs off to your left. Going up the steps, we have another door off to your left as well, leading into another empty corridor with some stairs off to your left and the barrels off to your right. And your third enemy, like I said, he was in here. He is hiding up steps. Dispose of him. Shouldn't be too hard. This character is overpowered because this is just to show you what we have and what we don't have. And now we're going to search our barrels. Yeah, they're pretty well stocked on food. Got food for days in here. Probably about a couple months worth. Going back up the steps, passing the newly found corpse, you could travel up another set of stairs, which leads to a chest. This chest contains a garnet, 53 gold, minor potion of stamina, and a scroll of harmony. It's okay loot. Nothing to make you famously wealthy in the game. So, this was the bandits' incentive to wash this tower, possibly. Wow. Bleak Falls Barrow, Arval Swift would take all the good treasures. Basically go back down, you just go up the way you came, don't jump off the edge, or you will die. And I kinda got lost here, so made a little transition. We are now right outside Bleak Falls Barrow. Upon notice, it's your average crypt. Pretty impressive in size though. I'm just trying to go a little further away so I get some clear vantage points of the enemies and where they're at the time. But it's your average crypt. Been in there for a couple of thousand years. There's gonna be some dead enemies and some dead Draugr inside. So now, let's make our way up there. Right off the bat, you see an enemy off to your left at the top corner. Stay in sneak mode just not to spook them, because the stealth mission is all about uncovering the secrets of Bleak Fall Barrows. But know me, I'll probably get caught anyway since my sneak skill's not very high, and I'm pretty good at getting caught. Hey, there it was, detected. What do you know? No surprise there. quick one-shotter on him because I'm kind of using an overpowered bow on purpose. This character's not meant to be leveled up or anything, he's already meant to be a high level. That way we can get through the dungeons at a pretty impressive pace. There's 2 enemies down. There's our enemy that was hiding in the top left corner. But what people don't realize, there actually is a little seeker behind here. A little chest that's hidden around the corner after we dispose of all his enemies. You'll be able to see. There's no point in looting them since there's really not much on them. If you're doing an average playthrough, you would loot them. Me personally, I like to take everything they have and just go sell it all. Even the clothes that give you 2 gold, they come in handy. But right around this corner, if you just stick to the edge, you will see a secret corridor leading to another secret corridor that has a coin purse and a chest. A chorus second your thistle branches, ingredients, and now you have a strongbox. Yeah, it's my first time playing on this one too, so I had to get used to the controls on it. After picking said strongbox and losing multiple picks in the process, I finally attempt to get it open. And we are met with a almost got you, bastard. There you go. Now you're thinking. Amethyst and 8 gold. Not impressive loot, but not a lot of people know it's back here. Just one of the well-known secrets of Bleakfalls burrows. A little good loot here and there comes in handy. You can sell a gold for about 70 gold depending on your merchant skill. And yeah, we're just going to make our way back around to the front. After I quick get unstuck. We are now able to go into Bleakfalls Burrows and see what treasures await us. And as well as get that golden claw on that stone tablet. Which is kind of the main reason you were sitting here in the first place. But this is actually one of the more interesting crypts in the game too, to me personally. I just love the way it's laid out and all that. And ironically enough, this is actually where you get your first shout to Unrelenting Force, which allows you to essentially force push people back. Which is one of the more underpowered shouts in the game, unless your enemy's standing on the edge and you just like full yeet them off the edge. And that is just more of a troll shout to me. Sneak mode again, and yoink. One enemy down, you get his attention, he's gonna be looking for you. Swing and a miss, line up your shot. Like I said, my first time playing this on console, so give me a minute. I will kill these enemies little by little. Yeah, there we go. Should be one more up there if I remember correctly. But just by looking around, you really don't see much. It's your average decrepit crypt. Everything is all broken in shambles. The years and weather have took their toll on it. There's a bunch of open holes where weather can get through. Essentially, it's just a spot for these bandits to lie low while Arvela Swift does his work. on the inside of the building. Right off the bat, to your right, you see a chest, a rat skeever. They were eating food and everything, or they were eating their meal because bandits are going to town to get food, obviously. So they're going to eat what they have at hand. So for them, their daily meal would be a bandit skeever. In front of you, you see some urns, some burials, some tombs of more undead soldiers. Ironically enough, these urns aren't filled with ashes, they're actually filled with items. Surprisingly, when originally, if you're going to Egypt times, those would have entrails. We, as modern day people, put our loved ones' ashes in them. Traveling down this corridor maze, we have a little shelf off to the left, not much there, just a little corridor you travel down, and a little potion. But I don't really see much use in it. Not for this character anyways. Off to the left, you see where your vines and your roots have taken over of the years passing. Just going down. This part right here, this dumb idiot, leads me to believe how Arvolo Swift get any further than he did when this bandit outlaw can't make it past this one point and the gate doesn't stay open. Like, literally, you have to go set the stones before you get through. And he gets killed. Yet Arvolo Swift is a little further down. I speculate to believe he actually got took by the spider that's up ahead and got drug out there. That would have to be the only way. Going up, you want to look for clues to open that puzzle. I actually already know it, so we're just gonna go look around. A little potion of healing, nothing too major. Gonna take that. Going back downstairs, you see the rest of your puzzle. Everything else is on shambles on the bottom. Makes you wonder who took the time to set this up, but they did. They put a lot of work into it. Everything is all highly detailed. But as far as your puzzle goes, it is going to be Snake Well, and that will open the first key. Now you go back to it, you just pull the lever and that door opened. Just step over the fresh corpse of the idiot who's not bleeding on the ground because it's a game. And right in front of you, automatically you see more urns in a chest and an amulet and a soul gem. Forget those called for a second. It's your lesser soul gem. And the content of the chest there is a hide shield, gold, and a dread zombie. Me personally, I don't really use the scrolls. And if you actually read Thief, you get points to your pickpocket, and you can sell the book for a pretty decent amount, about 33 if I remember correctly. Your potion of healing, and you see a little tunnel going down. So you follow the rickety staircase down. Careful, watch your step not to fall. And you're met with more skeevers. The staircase goes down a little bit more, but there's really not much there. Nothing too special. So, you just go through the maze. Another enemy somewhere up ahead. Then you're actually getting to the part where you see the dread zombies and all that. There's gonna be quite a few of them in this playthrough. corridor takes you down. Another thing a lot of people don't know is this little patch of spiderwebs right here with a skeleton next to it. If you actually hit it, it will uncover a chest. The chest doesn't contain anything too spectacular, but again, it's another little thing Bethesda put in. Keep you on your toes. See, nothing spectacular, just there to make you just a little bit richer as your adventurer. Oh, here's the part I love. Arvel the Idiot, or Arvel the Swift, sorry. Yeah, be correct on that one. It makes me wonder how he even got this far, because the guy can't stay alive for 2 seconds after you free him. Because you have a choice to free him or you have a choice to kill him. But in this case, we are going to free him. See how long it takes him to die. But before you do any of that, you encounter your first mini boss, which is the spider I believe to have captured him. The giant frost spider. I didn't actually go searching those X-Acts, but those X-Acts carry stuff as well. I just didn't search them. Bye-bye, frostbite spider. You lived a good life torturing people that came in here. Your frostbite spider didn't carry too much on him either. He had like 2 venom sacs, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, 2 frostbite venom sacs. And now we are to Arvel the Swift. Oh, you're gonna enjoy this part. I just love watching this guy die every time because it's hilarious. If he don't die to the Draugr, he's gonna die to the trap that's in front of him. That's just gonna slide out and smack him right in the ass, and he's gonna fall over dead. But yeah, let's see how long it takes for him to die. Not too long, obviously, because he is a complete dimwit. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
Aww.
So yeah, that second Draugr comes up and gives him an uppercut with his forgot what the weapon's called. Gives him an uppercut with his hammer and sends Arvel to his death. So after exposing the Draugr, which is quite a few surrounding me, I think there's like 4, they just won't go away. Just imagine them watching you pause while you just like stuff your face with food. Like, wait, hold on, pause. I gotta eat to heal myself. And just enemy just looking in disgust while you just like slamming down cheese and cabbage. But no, right here is where you get your claw back. But no, if that didn't kill him, that little trap right there would have. You just step on that pressure plate, that door swings out, and you get impaled by spikes and turned to a human door shish kebab. Which I'm not dumb enough to step on it since I've done this like multiple times. Yeah, if you're not careful as well. There's some Draugr hidden right here. I think I got his attention pretty well too. I know you take care of these Draugr, but right when you walk up to them, they'll activate and they'll sense you there. And it's usually how these Draugr work. They lay down in the crypt. It's like, oh, you got an enemy. Let's go get them. There is a specific lore to these Draugr as well. They served their masters before their death, and at the time of their master's death, they were forced to die and serve their master in death as well. So they're never truly at peace, hence the term restless Draugr. So you killing them honestly just gives them an honest death. But if not, they're just gonna stay there and just haunt the tomb and forever hope for a day that they die. Essentially, they're immortal zombies. Which honestly means a terrible fate. Off to your right, you see another little set of stairs going up to a chest as well. The chest is locked by an apprentice level lock. And it doesn't take much to open it. I'm just incompetent. There's 13 gold. 13 lockpicks, which I know I'm gonna need because I go through a lot of lockpicks. Hell, I do that when I play on console too. Probably way more than I should. So you go back down, and we are met by the guillotines of doom. There's really only one way to get through these, and that's just to sprint. Otherwise, it's just gonna get hit. Because I'm gonna take a few hits going through this one. Yeah, that happens. Pull that lever, turn off. I just forget that you can actually pull that lever to turn it off. I always quick save too. So going through here, you see more skeletons. Another corridor leading down. And we have a Draugr in front of us. Easily disposed of, just aim and shoot. I'll get you later level up. Rearm your bow because there's going to be more of them. Another Draugr right in front of you. Just don't hit the wall. Aim and shoot. And also, if you actually have your fire spell on you, you can set that on fire and burn them alive as well. Or you hit those barrel pots on the top. Another Draugr. Yeah, whoever made these, they actually, the Nordics, they put a lot of work into these corridors. They look good, they're highly detailed, and there's just a lot going on. As someone who's into architecture, I can say I appreciate the architecture that goes into this decrepit old crypt. Where a lot of people see decrepit, I see pretty amazing. Moving on, you see your chest to your right. There's no other entrance through here. You actually have to go through the waterfall. If you want to feel like you're playing Skyrim truly and you're Dragonborn, you would take the Iron Helmet. And you're suddenly Dragonborn because that's the most iconic helmet in the game. So you know our way through. You go over here and just pull this chain. And you actually have to go through a waterfall. There's really no other way around this one. travel through this cave, you see a chest off to your right, door in front of you, and a corridor off to your right as well. We're actually going to go explore that corridor off to your right first. This gameplay actually takes me back to Oblivion, where you're going through the tunnels beneath the prison to escape and get to freedom. Except you're not met by goblins in the process. You're met by something much worse. Although that goblin shaman staff was pretty useful too. Another undead Draugr. Straight to the right butt cheek. Now, there's gonna be a few more over here. I've done this playthrough quite a few times to know that. So you can either go down or you could go straight. I'm gonna go down first and then I'm gonna come back up. Poor adventure, he looks like he made it pretty far, but then he didn't. Huh, actually looks like there's a pair of them. They came to explore this place and they were killed by the skeever, the Draugr, before they got a chance to get into the chest. Again, I wonder how I got this far, considering how everything is locked and I had to do all the puzzles myself just to get in here. Little things that Bethesda doesn't think about that actually should make sense, but they don't add a little quirks and features like that. And also, a little side note, I'd love if they left little notes in the stuff on the bodies saying how they were on this long journey. That would actually just make it that much more, the game much more funner. But with the release of the Anniversary Edition, I think you might see more of that. I haven't got to the Anniversary Edition yet, but I plan on it. I just gotta go through a lot of these dungeons first. You see a little corridor, you go through a corridor and it takes you to a room. Right off the bat you see a shadow of a Draugr walking around. And where you be, buddy? You got attention, he's coming straight towards you. And he was the one guarding your door. Off to the right you see another chest, blocked by a princess level lock. Nothing too spectacular in it either. And off to your left you have another door. This door leads to the chambers, which leads to the door that has your first Draugr overlord. But in order to get to him, you're going to have to go through a little maze of corridors beforehand. Follow this little corridor down, just keep going and going and going. Until you see a guillotine of death. There it is. Lovely little slicey dicey machines, because they are moving magically without stopping once. Take a few hits, and you have arrived at your room. Your first Draugr should be popping out of that box on your left. Shoot him down, and you see those little pots. Boink. Watch it burn. Now that should attract the attention of your other Draugrs, and now allow you to make them your victims. like watching the little red dot run. It's funny as hell just watching it go and go. Yeah, I know I missed unintentionally on that one, but it actually brings up a good example as well. If you miss and you're sneaky and you're hidden, wherever that arrow hits, that jogger's gonna, or your enemy's gonna run to go check it out, which gives you a chance to escape. So I'm gonna use that little miss as a teachable moment. So traveling up the stairs to your left. It's gonna lead you to a little corridor, and you just follow that corridor around. Might be a few more enemies up here, I don't exactly remember. I actually had a few of them that had the power to shout, hit some of those and burn me alive. Well, especially in my first playthrough, came across one that actually had a Fossil dragon shout, and yeah, killed me with the power of fire from a dragon shout. So I always just end up knocking those down. Also, they're fun target practice as well. Alright, after fire dissipates, you just keep going straight through the doors. And it'll lead to another little corridor that goes around. You would just follow it. And you would just open the door. Remember that golden claw you picked up from Arvel the Swift? Here's where you're going to need it. That golden claw fits right in there. And it goes as follows. Bear, moth, an owl. For me, all I had to do was hit each ring twice and get to where I needed it. Voila! Open sesame. The door is open for you now. Because only you could have solved this maze. No one else in the realm of Skyrim is smart enough to do any of this. But you, as the main protagonist, are able to. We are at our Draugr Overlord. The ones who serve directly under the priest. So they do hold some power, and they are pretty strong, but they are still defeatable. Look around, see what, and really nothing in particular. Your main stuff is going to be up there. And it's actually also where you get your first shout, too. Just go up to that stone, and you'll absorb your first dragon shout. For this gameplay, I would not prefer using a bow and arrow, as if it's your first playthrough, he can get you pretty quick while you're just drawing the bow. Especially if like level 1 or 2 before you go do this. Now if you go do all the side quests, then you're set. I'm actually going to increase my one-handed, that way my bow does a little more damage, or my axe does a little more damage to him. stairs. Here's your dragon shout. Chest to the right. You can't get it till you kill him. Unrelenting force. The troll shout of the Minecraft game. There's your overlord. Zooming up pretty strong. My character is pretty good at a level and he's pretty strong, but even then it takes him a few hits to get him down. Your Dragonstone, which you're going to take back to Whiterun. And now we could go explore that chest. Not too much in it. A little bit here and there, but this is your first mission in the game, your first actual boss. And to exit, you just go up the steps or a corridor, pull the lever, a rock pops up, and you're free. You're now back to the main world. And now that's it for Bleak Falls Barrow. If you like this video and more of them, please leave a comment, let me know. I would love to continue this series. I've seen it being done on Fallout, but I don't see it on Skyrim done too much. And I would like to go through all of the Dwarven ruins and through all of the other tunnels and everything. Sorry, not tunnels. All of the other ruins as well.